So it's been a couple months with the iPhone 17 now, and I gotta tell you, this is the Pro in disguise. And I think this iPhone is the iPhone that is meant for everybody, including myself, and probably you too if you're watching. I can honestly comfortably say, like, if the Pro iPhone lineup didn't exist, this would be perfect. But we do have the Pros, therefore, if you want more, then you go with the Pros. But I want to start things off with design and build with this iPhone 17 because it still keeps a similar design like the 16. It has the aluminum frame, frosted glass back, and this year I went with the black color because the Pros don't have it, and I love this black color. But it's now ceramic shield too, as well as the front, which also has ceramic shield too, and that helps with having an improved scratch resistance. The build quality does remain premium, and the phone still feels solid and it feels comfortable to hold in the hand. And in my use case, I haven't noticed any wear or tear. I've been protective and I take good care of my phone. Like, I'm very careful with how I use my devices. Yeah, there has been times in the past where I have dropped other devices, which is unfortunate, but for the most part, like 95% of the time, I'm very careful with how I use it, and I haven't noticed any durability issues too. So far it's been aging very well. Now with this design, I mean, taking a look at it from every single part, it looks the same, but this display is where we get the huge changes. It's a game changer. And I say game changer, I know we've had a 120 hertz ProMotion display from Apple for years now, but not on the base iPhone. We finally get it here, and a slightly larger 6.3 inch. Essentially, they took the display on the 17 Pro and just said, you know what, we're gonna throw it on the regular 17 because it's got the same thin bezels, it's got the same 3000 nits of peak brightness, it's got the same anti-reflective coating. I mean, what more can you want from a regular iPhone? It's got the Pro display in a regular iPhone. Sweet. So it's smooth scrolling, smooth animations, and it's much more responsive than the iPhone 16. I'll tell you that. Like 120 hertz makes a huge difference. But I think they should get rid of the ProMotion naming scheme, because if it was ProMotion, but it's 120 hertz called ProMotion, and you're adding this Pro feature to a non-Pro iPhone, you should probably not call it ProMotion. Then that's just my personal take on it. But anyway, the brightness, outdoor visibility on this are excellent because of the updated panel, and you have the anti-reflective improvements, which is great, but I've said in my other videos, not as great as Samsung's S25 Ultra. But for everyday tasks, browsing, social media, watching videos, this display is amazing. It's phenomenal, feels really modern and premium. Especially if you're coming from an iPhone 16, you'll notice the difference within just a couple seconds. Like, that's how great this display is. Now, the performance is also great. The A19 chip is super powerful. It's not the Pro chipset, which is fine, but it's still very fast and efficient. Like, I've been using the iPhone 17 Pro, 17, and the iPhone Air, and I haven't seen any differences between the three. I don't do geek benchmark scores, or I don't put them side by side to see which app opens faster than the other. Like, I don't do those things. Those are not how I measure. I'm just kind of testing it on my day. Do they open fast enough for me to not lose my mind or wait to open apps? Because I've had that before. That's how I usually measure things. I know it's not really the most accurate or scientific way, but if you want me to be completely honest, I haven't noticed a difference between this and the Pro, even though that has the A19 Pro chip. Like, it's completely fine that this doesn't have it, because day-to-day tasks, apps, messaging, browsing, social media, they remain smooth with no slowdowns. If you want to have a bunch of apps open in the background, like multitasking, it's not going to have any problems. If you want to run heavier apps, play lots of games on this, it's going to run reliably. Performance consistency is one of the phone's strengths here, as well as the battery efficiency, which has seen improvement. I'll get to battery later on in the video, so stay tuned. But yeah, the battery life has been really good with this. But moving aside from the performance, how has the software been? Well, it's iOS 26. And for iOS 26, I mean, I've talked about in past videos, I was looking forward to the user interface refresh, and we got that here, and that's really all it is. I haven't noticed any bugs, issues, or hiccups. And I know there's a bunch of new iOS 26 features, which I have made videos about iOS 26. So if you want to check those out, they are on the channel. But in the grand scheme of things, they're the same between the three. iPhone 17, iPhone Air, and 17 Pro. The experience of iOS 26 has been the same. I'm not, a huge AI person. Like I'm not focused on Apple not having too much AI improvements in iOS 26 or the fact that Siri hasn't been upgraded at all, even though they overpromised and underdelivered the past year, which is unfortunate. Everything else is just, I like this user interface refresh. I think it's something that we should get a little bit more often, because the last huge major redesign was with iOS 7. Yeah, iOS 7 back in 2013. Gotta tell you, I was in high school back then. So yeah, I think I was in high school when iOS 7 was released, and everybody was going to download the beta. 14, 15, 16-year-olds downloading the beta, which is, I was genuinely surprised that so many people did care about getting the latest redesign on their iPhone. But yeah, the optimization with iOS has been great. Again, like I said, animations are smooth. System-wide performance has been very consistent as well. It's been stable and polished since I've picked up the iPhone 17. Now, how about the cameras? A dual 40 megapixel camera setup, and then an 18 megapixel front-facing camera. But the rear cameras are great. After taking many photos, many videos, the photos are crisp and they're detailed. The colors are natural. Night mode is great, or at least night results, I'll put it that way. And for most users, whether it's for social media, everyday photos, you're traveling, this camera setup is gonna be more than sufficient. Again, if you want Pro and you want more versatility, you go with the Pros. But if you have this device and you're just, you wanna get into content, but you're really scared or wondering what can I do or how can I start with this, the iPhone 17. I'm a huge advocate for starting content or starting a YouTube channel with your device, which I have started almost all of my channels with a smartphone. I do have multiple channels, yes. Not all of them are, 50, 60,000 subscribers. Some are 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, things like that. Some are even under 1,000, but I have started all of them with a smartphone. And the results on this, both for photos and videos, are great. If you don't need the extra Pro features, then don't go with the Pro. Go with the regular iPhone 17. The battery life has been great. Easily lasts me all day. It's an improvement over the iPhone 17 because of the efficiency, or improvement over the iPhone 16. I'll take that back because we have the iPhone 17 here. The efficiency of the A19 Pro chipset, iOS 26, we're getting a little bit longer battery life. I haven't noticed any degradation either, so that's a huge plus. 6.5, 7 hours of screen on time, so it's a little bit less than my 17 Pro that I've noticed, but for the most part, it's been great. And I have chargers everywhere, so in the case I need to charge it, I can charge it, but I don't charge it because I don't need to. Charging speeds, not the fastest. I mean, I'm getting about like 50% in like 30, 32, 33 minutes-ish, which is not bad. But if you are in a rush, be proactive and plan accordingly. If you want to carry a portable MagSafe charger, you can do that, which I have many that I do carry. I don't carry many with me, but I do have many that I'll alternate and I'll carry with me if I'm out on the go, especially, and I know like I'm traveling and I won't be near a charger, then yes, I may bring one. But for my most days, I'm in my car, or I'm at work, or I'm in my studio, or when I'm going to sleep in my bedroom, living room, wherever the case may be, I have a charger. So I don't need to worry about charging this phone, especially if it runs out super quick, which it doesn't. That's good. It's reliable. It's going to last a day for many users. I myself am a heavy user, and it lasts me all day. So I think it's going to last you all day as well. Now, with this iPhone 17, what has aged well? Well, I'll tell you this. Display, it still feels phenomenal. The performance is stable and fast. The base storage got an update. It's 256 gigs, which is great. It's, I guess, in a way, future-proofing for a couple years. And build quality is also great. I mean, yes, it's a familiar design, but Who cares? It's awesome. The cameras, it's a dual 40 megapixel camera system, remains versatile for everyday use, and iOS 26 continues to deliver a smooth and polished experience, in my experience. Because it changed from user to user. I've seen reports that iOS 26 has still been buggy for many, but for me, it's been good. But the iPhone 17 is not perfect. Yes, it's not going to have some of those Pro things, so there's less camera flexibility than the Pro models. And if you're a power user, then yeah, you're not going to get as great battery life, or you're not going to get a larger Plus model because they don't have that. If you want a larger Plus, I guess you kind of go with the iPhone Air, which then again is like not a true Plus model either. So it's a whole entire lineup itself. So you're not getting the Plus anymore, which I personally am fine with. I wasn't a huge fan of the Plus model anyway. But if that was you, you're not getting it. If you want to go for the largest, you go with the Pro Max. But just kind of wrapping things up with the iPhone 17, it's the best iPhone of the bunch that released this year because it's the Pro in disguise. It combines strong display, reliable performance, versatile camera, solid software, and a clean and minimal iPhone design. And for most users, for social media, everyday photography or videography, browsing, calling, using it for apps, whether it's gaming or other apps, it remains a rock solid phone heading into 2026 and probably for years to come, because those are going to have 6-7 years of software support too. And this iPhone doesn't try to be the best and most powerful iPhone. That's for the pros, right? It doesn't need to. What the iPhone 17 delivers is consistency, balance, and long-term reliability. Honestly, if you want a balanced flagship or Pro in disguise without paying the premium price of a Pro, then this iPhone 17 is probably going to be the choice for you. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot. Will help push my content out to more people. Definitely be sure to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It is called Lava Flow. Links will be in the description down below. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.